I wish Brother Lee was here. He studies a tremendous amount. He read a book here a while back, and a man talked about, and he was a Hebrew that wrote this book. He said, everybody in the world has an Elohim, a creator. Everybody has a creator, but there are only a few that have a Jehovah. All right? The creator God, He created the heavens and the earth. But when you come to a personal relationship, He is the one who shall become. He is the covenant God that comes into our lives. All right? Elohim. In beginnings created God Et Hashemayim. Et is it is a sign of the direct object. Ace in Greek. Et in Hebrew. Not only that, but this word Et in Hebrew is what? What is the Hebrew alphabet? What does it begin with? Et. Aleph. All right? And how does it end? In Tau. In the Greek alphabet, it begins with what? Alpha, and it ends with Omega. All right? Now, brother, you've studied Hebrew. All right? We've got her down there. All right. We've got Aleph and Tau down in that word. And then it says Hashemayim, the uplifted waters. And it not only meant the covering for the earth, but it meant all of the heavens. All right? Heavens and the earth. Et Hashemayim, we et haaretz, and the earth. The earth. What's the earth mean? That's the place that God was going to play out something in eternity and in time. That's where God would become flesh on that earth. All right? He would become flesh on that earth. Now, the earth. Now what does verse 2 say? Genesis 1 and 2. This is a controversial verse. All right? Brother, have you got it there, Brother
Yes.
Harold?
And the earth, she became formless and void.
All right.
And darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the
All
Spirit
right.
of God.
Just hold on right there. And the earth, all right, with haaretz, hakya bohu atuhu. And the earth, she became formless and void. What does Ezekiel or Isaiah 14 say? What happened to the earth there in verse
Isaiah 14 what?
14 and verse 13 and 14. Let's read that again. Isaiah 14, 13, and 14. Have you got that, Randy?
For you have said in your heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will also sit on the mount of the congregation, on the farthest sides of the north.
Okay, go ahead.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet you shall be brought down to Sheol, to the lowest depths of the pit.
Okay, go ahead.
Those who see you will gaze at you and consider you, saying, Is this the man who made the earth tremble, who shook the kingdoms?
17.
17. Who made the world
Who made order chaos.
as wilderness.
Yeah. Who made order chaos. Just think about that. What is the world? What's the word for world? Cosmos. Who made the world, the order, chaos. And overthrew its beautiful places. Now, God is able to look through eternity and all the way through time. Because He is what? What is the term? Omniscient. All right, He knows everything. All right? He's able to do that. So what in the world happened? Now, you're going to read a lot of this in the Bible in the 8 ages, all right? I'm just giving you a little bit of previews of coming attractions, all right? What were some of the things that were on the earth in the fossil forms in this original creation?
Many animals.
A lot of animals were on the earth. What is fossil fuel?
Fuel made from
Dead leaves, dead animals.
Rotted fossils.
Rotted animals and leaves and things. There's
A
shale.
lot of them below us here.
What?
There must have been a lot of them below us here in Bakersfield.
Yeah. There was a lot of them here. Brother Bill.
I'd like to point out this to go along with the lesson. I know I've said some of you might. A few months ago, there was a big article in the Bakersfield, California, that the scientists reversed their thought on the fact that the Earth was built from a speck. They drilled as far as they could down in the Earth and did all the tests that they know to man. And as far down as they could go, the tests show that the outside of the Earth is the exact same age as the inside. They said it had to have been built in a millisecond.
All right.
So they said it completely reversed their thinking on it.
All right. Now we're going to have a film on the icons of evolution also. This is one of the things that they had up there, they had all this problem with and debates and everything, brother.
Yeah, you say there were animals on the original creation before Satan destroyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you grab that from the scriptures? I mean, you have a scriptural proof text for that.
Genesis 1.
It doesn't say
He
anything
created
about
the heavens and the earth. But what do we see from that time on the earth?
He made it.
He made all of it.
He redid it.
But just think about it for a while. Just think about it. What we see on the earth. What do we see when we study the earth? When we study geology? When we study anthropology?
I'm not questioning you, but we like to be on scriptural ground.
You're making us think.
Yeah, you're thinking. All right, that's good.
Yep.
Isaiah 14, Ezekiel 28 also. Brother Bill.
Tim, I might add that the gamble explosion that you hear talks about, what I have been able to research out, at the time that he claims that happened coincides with this time that the earth was reformed.
Mm-hmm.
We're calling it reformed. He's calling it the gamble explosion.
Yeah.
Now
the earth became a chaos. It was created in order, and then it became chaos. The Babylonian idea of creation that gods created chaos and then brought order out of chaos. But God created order. And He created everything that we see, that we can study on this earth, in fossil form and everything. He created that there. And you say, well, why did He create all these weird-looking animals and everything else? What do you think He created them now in space and time? What is causing everybody to go to the Middle East right now, where He said they were going to go?
Animals that have been...
All them animals and all that vegetation and everything is in the earth. That's what they can talk about anything they want to talk about over there. We want to do this, we want to do that. But what is it all about? Greed. And oil and control. All right, that's what it's all about. And God allowed that to happen there. Because in space and time, over here in the tribulation period, He knew it. In the end times, He knew that this would draw mankind there. So He allowed. We have God's direct will and we have God's permissive will. Did God want Lucifer to rebel?
No.
Did He use the rebellion to bring about His eternal purpose?
Yes.
Yes. Let's think about that for a while. He didn't make him rebel, but He created him with a volition that he could serve or not serve. He created the heavens and the earth. He didn't want them to be destroyed, but they had a certain amount of vegetation and things on them that would bring, that man could use also in their changed form. Yes.
How much credence do you give to the dating procedures that are being used now in the so-called scientific community?
The carbon dating?
Yeah.
Well, there's all kinds of theories about that.
No, that's why I asked the question.
Now, I don't know. They dated the moth one time that it was like so many thousand years old, and they found out the moth was in hibernation. It was alive. It wasn't dead. They've done all kinds. You hear all kinds of stories about this. And the icons of evolution, in that little film that we're going to have, you'll see a little bit about Brother David.
The inventor of the carbon dating process says that it's not accurate under certain conditions.
Yes.
So
it is accurate under certain conditions.
Scientists today pervert that.